آزادی بیان
言论自由
free speech.
What I want to make the case for is that whilst I don't think they are right in doing this, they certainly have a right to do it, and I think we need to be very careful about using Section 5 of the Public Order Act, which forbids offensive behaviour, offensive images, or offensive speech, to limit and chill speech in the way that I think a lot of people would like to. I'd like to do that just by comparing different forms of images. The first one we have here is not very pleasant. This is an anti-slavery image. This is a chap who's been whipped under slavery. There's a more clear image right there. Would we consider that to be offensive? Well, I think we would, but I also think that if there are slavery did exist today, I think we would consider it quite right for anti-slavery campaigns to use this imagery. This is the iconic image of the Vietnam War, a great argument against the brutality that happened there. This little girl here, Kim Phuc, had been napalm bombed. She had to tear off her burning clothes. She had left with scars for the rest of her life. And that was used very much, and quite rightly so, as an argument against the Vietnam War. This is another one where a South Vietnamese general is about to execute a member of the Viet Cong. Again, something I think which would be germane to the discussion of the rights and wrongs of the Vietnam War. This is a more modern image of Abu Ghraib. This is another consequence of war. All of these are highly distressing for a lot of people, particularly people who have been directly affected by it. Now, I won't include the pictures that I brought along of War 67 because you're going to put them up on the screen, unless you'd like me to show them. No. But there are other pictures that are also offensive, such as this one, which the pro-choicers would use. This is of a woman who had been, Jerry Santoro, who died through a botched illegal abortion. I think that's germane to the discussion. I don't want to stop that imagery, as offensive as it might be. The point I'm making is that imagery in and of itself can be used in an offensive way, but what makes it harassment or not is the intention behind it. Abort 67, as much as I don't agree with their use of abortion images at an abortion mill, because I think that is unproductive, I think it's counterproductive rather, I think it is hurtful to the people involved, I think it's not a very good idea for the pro-life cause. At the same time, I think they have a right to do it, because what they're trying to do is not harass women. That's not their intention. Their intention is to show women exactly the reality of what they're about to go through. That, I think, we have, and that would be my case here, that whilst there is a legitimate discussion about the rights and wrongs of showing offensive images, there has to be surely a consensus that people have a right to show these things and therefore to debate them afterwards. And that would be my case. It's a very liberal case, and it's a case that I hope leads on to, we have the Reform Section 5 campaign coming about right now. I think that's something we really need to discuss in this discussion with regards to the freedom of speech we have and our right to be offended as well as to offend.